So yeah. What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Today I'll be talking about WavesDucks and my strategies and how I plan to go about the game, and also some information about WavesDucks. Right. So basically, what's WavesDucks? So WavesDucks is a game centered on collectible digital doc images. Right. So this game is a game centered on collectible digital doc images. In the game, users acquire and collect digital images of dogs. That's what we do. We acquire and collect digital images of dogs, and we call them the wave dogs. So yeah, just give me a minute. So I just this yeah, perfect. So yeah, that's it. So let's talk about the game core items. The core items of the game. Number one is an egg. So an egg is the game's currency, which you need to acquire a dog. An egg is the game's currency, which you need to acquire a dog. And we have Genesis dog. A Genesis dog is a digital image that can be acquired in exchange for an egg. So you can use eggs to buy Genesis dogs. That's what it just simply means. That's what it simply means. So we have Genesis dog, we have bread dog. A bread dog is a second generation dog produced by breeding two non-sterile dogs. That's what a bread dog is. Then a sterile dog, right, is a character that has been already used for breeding as one of the parents, and therefore cannot be used, right, for a breeding. So once you use a non-sterile dog, it becomes a sterile dog, and then you can't use it for breeding again. You can't use it to breed, right? That's what it means. So we also have a jackpot dog. Jackpot dog is a highly rare digital image issued to a limited number of copies. So it's a rare digital image that is issued to a limited number of copies. So yeah, so we have like different game rules in the game. We have different game rules in the game. So basically, the game rules are there are three. Remember, there are dog hunters, there are dog farmers, and then there are dog collectors. So dog hunter are players who take part of the community, tasks and activities to acquire free eggs. So we take part in those community games, community rounds, and we acquire eggs. Then we have dog farmers. Dog farmers are basically players who use the farming functionality to increase the number of eggs they have. Those are dog farmers. So they farm dogs. They try to use the farm functionality to own more eggs and acquire more eggs. That's who dog farmer is. Then a dog collector is a player who collects dog images, that circulate around on the NFT marketplace. So that's what a dog collector is. So remember, we have dog hunters, dog farmers, and dog collectors. So what else? How do you start? How do you start? Hold on, let me off something. Sorry for that break in transmission. So yeah, I was talking about how. Excuse me. Yeah. So yeah, how can we start? How can you start? How can you start? You know, on Waves, or how can you join the game? So basically, you have to create a Waves Exchange wallet. I have a Waves Exchange wallet. You can download the app from your App Store or Play Store. Excuse me. So once you download the wallet, you can now participate in the game rounds on our Telegram channel, on the social channels, right? And you can earn free eggs. Free eggs, actually. Free eggs. So that's what you can do. So to know how much eggs you have, you log into your wallet, Waves Exchange, or you check your app. Check your app. The name of the app is Waves Exchange. So how can you actually get this doc? How can you create a doc? So remember, to get a doc, excuse me, to get a doc in exchange for eggs is you have to just go to your incubator section. So once you go to wavesducks.com and log in, you go to the incubator section, you click the hatch button. You click the hatch button, and I think I have it on my phone here. I don't know how I'll stream my screen. I don't know how I'll stream my screen, but basically, it's just you, You just go into your account and then hatching eggs, right? So you wait for a couple of minutes and then it pops out and you're ready, right? So you can check your duck wallet to know how much ducks you've hatched total. So that's it. So let's talk about breeding dogs, right? How do you breed dogs? So by breeding two dogs, you can actually create like a new generation of dogs. So I don't know, we've not talked about rarity. So what's the dog rarity? The dog rarity is an indicator of a digital dog uniqueness. So that's what the dog rarity is. So it indicates how unique, you hide the rarity, you hide the uniqueness of that dog, right? So how can you buy a dog? How can you buy a dog? To buy a dog, you can actually go to the marketplace and then go to the marketplace, select a dog. The price tag will be there. It's a couple of you know waves, so you can buy it. You can buy it. There's only auction, so you can actually buy it. And to sell it, you can auction your dog for sale too. So yeah, and then how can you farm eggs? You can actually farm eggs because that's one of my tactics I want to use. Basically, to farm eggs to increase the number. So you can go to the farm, your farm, of course, you have a farm when you create an account. You have a farm and acquire a perch. A perch is what enables you to farm. Without a perch, you can't farm eggs, right? Farming eggs is like one way to create passive income because why your dogs are just farming eggs. You don't need to do any work, right? So yeah, you click on the perch and then you can acquire a perch at a fixed rate. A perch costs one egg. That's why we participate in rounds, to get free eggs. I personally, my plan is to participate in rounds, get free eggs, buy a perch. I really want to buy a perch. So yeah, you can acquire a perch and for one egg, and then you click on the perch and select the dog of the matching color. So your dog has to match the color of whatever perch you are using, right? Of whatever perch you want to acquire. But as soon as you put your dog on the perch, right, it will start producing eggs for you. So you can sit back and watch your dog produce eggs. Is that not wonderful? That's wonderful for me, if you ask me. So yeah, the farm functionality is available for all dogs in the game. The farm functionality is available for all dogs in the game, including Genesis dogs. And you know that Genesis dogs are like the least generation of dogs, right? You have some other you have some other generations actually. Some other generations. I've not talked about generations, have I? Did I? No, I didn't. So yeah, some other generation of dog. You have H for hero dog, you have K for ninth dog, you have I for ideal dog, you have L for lord, you have M for magical. These are like a higher generation of dogs, right? Yeah. Then what else? I think that's it. Because now remember that the farming functionality is available to all dogs in the game. You can actually farm and get some eggs. So remember that dogs of higher rarity. Remember we talked about rarity. Rarity is what indicates the uniqueness of that particular dog. So the higher the rarity of the higher the rarity of your dog is the higher eggs you'll be able to farm. Do you understand? That's basically it. The higher the rarity of the higher eggs you'll be able to farm. So the earlier you start farming, the more eggs you can get. So they released a new WavesDucks released a new Deep 2 update and it's crazy. It's crazy. The new update is actually very amazing. It helps us to play. This game is actually going to be it's a nice thing. Johnny WavesDucks has been really interesting. So let me tell you a little bit about the Deep 2 update. So it really gives us the convenience of hatching multiple baby dogs. So my plan is to hatch multiple baby dogs, as in multiple up to 500 baby dogs, and then try and get those dogs to adult dogs, right? So they have these battles in in this new updates where they'll reward each winner of every battle with growth tokens. So when you feed baby dogs with growth tokens consistently and increase your growth rate of your farm, your baby dogs can now turn to adult dogs. Then you can also equip them for battle and win more battles. That's my plan, to win more battles by equipping my baby dogs with whatever they need to go forward. So yeah, that's basically like what I plan to do. Every 4 hours they have a lap. Every 4 hours, which is called a lap. They have like rounds, game rounds, where you go in and then you go matched with someone, and then you guys participate in this dog fight, right? So yeah. So yeah, another way, like I said, one of my other ways I plan to do is in excuse me, is in using the perch and one of my dogs to hatch and lay eggs and just hatch eggs for me. I don't want to do much work. That is like passive income right there. So another thing I need to know talk about is leasing your dog as a JEDI. So dog owners will get a new passive income option to harvest. You know that the new update gives option for harvesting, so you can harvest. So the dog owners will be able to create passive income by depending on the strategy of the marketplace. So they can use their dogs either for farming or to lease as a JEDI, right? That's just basically it. They can use their farming, they can use their dogs for farming, or you can lease it to another player as a JEDI dog. So that's another way for passive income. So remember that feed your and then if you don't feed your if you do not feed your baby dogs, your daily growth rate will dip. It will dip. There's a math behind it. But yeah, I don't want to make this too long. So this is basically like I've talked about my strategies too. So yeah, and hopefully if you're new, you can visit www.wavesducks.com and find out more. Thank you so much. Hope you liked it.